Welcome to Coffee with Chaos. My name is James, and here is my coffee. My whole life has been chaos this past week. I'm not going to go into details because a lot of it's personal stuff. But yeah, it's been interesting. Let me know if you can hear my mic. If you can't hear it, I need to know that. I don't know because it's a new mic. And I don't know if it's working or not. Because I can't hear it. Let's see what I've got going on here. Yeah, I can't hear my mic. So, yeah. So what do we got today? Well, I went to the local comic book store and I bought a few new comics. I'm not going to show you everything I bought, but I'm going to show you a few things that I picked up. And then I've got the comics I pressed and some other comics that I picked up or that was sent to me over the past week. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Under the G. Why Under the G? From my collection. Box DC G01. Gee, I wonder what's in that. Probably DC comics that start with the letter G. That would be my guess. And in fact, that's what it is. How does the mic sound? Does it sound a whole lot better than what I have in the past? No, I didn't get a haircut, Michael. I got all of them cut. I told you last week I was going to get a haircut. What's the big deal? I needed one. I got one. Yeah. I spent a little money on my microphone this time. Instead of buying something super cheap, I got something relatively cheap. But it's a boom mic, so you know it's. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that's all you're going to see of it. Well, I can show a little more. So, and I got it primarily for this show and for the other shows that I'm doing. Felix, good to see you. Just here browsing. Good to see you. Michael, good to see you. It's, like I said, it's been an interesting week. Let's go ahead and get started with what I picked up at my local comic shop, which is a half-hour drive away, but it's the closest one. That's an hour trip all the way. I picked up, I'm showing you the ones that I liked the covers of the best. Here's a copy of Superman 25. Really liked this cover, so I couldn't pass it up. I bought a few Superman comics. Here's a Superman 26. Really like that one too. What I like best about the way DC did theirs is there's the cover. That's the special cover. But you don't have to buy both because there's the regular cover. And I like that. That's to me, that's better. Then I got this one. I like this one too. Had to get that. This is Superman 27. So about the last 3 or 4 months of Superman. And oh my God. This cover just blew me away. I had to have it. Well, that's driving both ways at 75 miles an hour. Which sounds like I'm speeding, but really, that's the speed limit. So, you know. What else did I get? Here's a copy of Supergirl #2. How could I turn down that Art Germ cover? Nope, couldn't do it. Had to get it. The interior art, I'm not as impressed with. And there's the regular cover, of course. There's number 6, another Art Germ cover. I actually picked up Supergirl 1 through 8, but I'm only showing the covers I like the best. And here's number 8. I like Crypto in that one. And then I picked this up. It's a back issue. It's from the 90s, so it's not really worth anything. But I didn't have it. This is Adventures of Superman, number 498. Okay, I have Adventures of Superman 498. I have like 5 copies of it. But I didn't have the second print. But now I do. So those are the ones I'm going to show you that I picked up this weekend or this week at the comic shop. I bought a few other things, but it's all along the same line. I bought some action. I bought some Adventures of Superman. And I bought Supergirl and Superman. So let's move on to what I pressed. Of course, it's not everything I pressed. It's about 24, 25 comics. And we're going to start with the Dell comic from 1954. This is actually a birthday comic for me because I was born April 1954, and this is April 1954. Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, number 9. And I absolutely love that cover. Now, I've shown some of these before, but they weren't pressed when I showed them before. Here's Web of Spider-Man number 12. I actually do like Web of Spider-Man. It's the only Spider-Man comic I kind of collect. I accumulate them. Super Richie number 1. This one was over here for a while, but I finally got around to pressing it. Turned out really, really nice. I'm very happy with that. Now, go back. Al McWilliams did the cover on this. Mark Beecham did the cover on that. I haven't got a clue who did that. Next up, Green Lantern Corps, number 222. Joe Staton artwork on that one. I've got 2 or 3 copies of this. This is not the one from my collection. But it's in pretty nice shape, and it might end up in my collection. Next, B.C. Boyer did the cover for The Masked Man, number 7. And that's from 1985. And of course, I'm going to do a PC comic. This one is, I don't see it. Why don't I see it on there? Oh, there it is. Bold Adventure, number 3, a Mike Kaluta cover. Trying it. I guess I have to, it's just really hard to get it so you don't see too much glare. Here's Fightin' 5, number 30. Dick Giordano did the artwork on that cover. The Ransom of Big D. Here's Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, number 30. This is a low-grade copy. But I wanted to show it so I could compare it to a later one. Look at the art style on that. This is pre Dan DeCarlo. Set that one right there. I'm not sure who the artist was on that. We've got Tweety and Sylvester, number 2. I had that one up there for a little while too, but not very long. And this one is by Tony Strobel in 1966. This is a really low-grade copy. It has a big chunk taken out of the bottom, but I had to include it. I don't know who did the cover art. I wish I did. And this is The Battle of the Bulge. And this came out right about the same time the movie did. Matter of fact, it's a movie comic. If you tried to look this up in DC Comics, the best way to do it is to look under movie comics. Next, I've got a John Buscema cover for you from 1970, and it's My Love number 8, which I did show on a previous episode, but I finally got around to pressing it and making it look nice. Next up, we've got from Harvey, a Harvey thriller. Jigsaw, Man of a Thousand Parts, number 1. And Bill Draut did the artwork on that in 1966. Not all Harveys are Richie Rich, you know. Or Casper. Sometimes you get a Jigsaw. Here's Silver Blade. Number 3, Gene Colan did the artwork on that cover. Eclipse Monthly. This has pretty bad water stains on it, but it came out all right. It's not perfect. Still got a little bit of waviness to it, but it came out all right. I'm happy with it. Marshall Rogers did the artwork on that cover, and that's from 1983. Next up, gotta have the man, right? Gotta have Jack Kirby. Silver Star number 2 from 1983. Jack Kirby. Got another Fighting Army here. This is from 1984, number 170, and the cover art is by Pat Musali. Jack Sparling did the artwork on this. The art part of the artwork on this, it's Adam 12, number 4. Got another Web of Spider-Man here, number 13. Mark Beecham again did the artwork on it. Another really low-grade comic here that I need to do some more work to. Whenever I have time, which means I probably will never do it. This is from 1955. Chick Young's Blondie Comics Monthly, number 82. Time for a hit of coffee. This one turned out okay. I mean, it's got some creases, and you're not going to get color-breaking creases out with a press. But it still came out pretty good. Kurt Schaffenberger artwork on the Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, number 64. This is not part of my collection. I have a better copy in my collection. But as you can see, it does have some creases along the spine here. That's not a bad looking copy. I'll probably put it up for sale some year. Maybe. maybe not. And I don't know who did this cover, but I really like it. It's Classics Illustrated Junior, number 569 of 576, The Three Giants. And this was published in the fall of 1968. And another Marshall Rogers comic here, cover here, Eclipse Monthly number 4. Another Jack Kirby here, Silver Star number 3 from 1983. More Fighting Army. This is number 166. And Sam Glanzman did the artwork on this one. He's a kind of an underrated artist, in my opinion. And we're going to end it with Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, number 135. Dan DeCarlo did the artwork. Now, I want you to take a look at the difference in styles. And Dan DeCarlo really changed Archie for 50 years. So that's the press stuff. My phone's fully charged. I don't know if you heard that or not. Got a lot of comics here. I bid on a lot. Literally, it was a lot of comics. Not a lot of comics, but a lot of comics. And I got it. I didn't expect to. I didn't think I was going to get it, but I did. Now, the first one I show you is a separate buy that I saw it and I had to have it. The Super Friends Special number 1. And I haven't even looked through this yet. I just got it today. I haven't looked through it yet to even see if it's complete. But it definitely it's got some dirt on it, and it needs a clean and a press pretty bad. So we know where that's going to end up. Okay, let's take a look at what I got in that Silver Bronze Age lot that I bought. Starting with Aquaman number 51. And I believe this is early Bronze Age. I kind of remember this cover from when I was in high school. Later in high school. Then we've got Wonder Woman number 191. Yeah. Do you remember when she changed from the old Wonder Woman to the number? And why? Dennis O'Neil apologized for writing the new Wonder Woman so many times. It isn't funny. But it's part of comic history, so. Next up, it's kind of a low-grade copy, but I'm happy to have it. This is Brave and the Bold, number 79. Batman, Dead Man. And, of course, that's a Neil Adams cover. Next, we've got Tomahawk, number 120. The Coward Who Lived Forever. A Lois Lane I didn't have. Superman's Girlfriend, Lois Lane, number 96. I didn't have this one. It's part of the reason I bid on the lot. And this is another one. I had this before, but it got flooded. It got all stuck together. Flash, number 195. We've got Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen, number 123. Just about a year before Jack Kirby went over and did Jimmy Olsen. So this is right around 1970. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, number 221. Mike Grell cover. That's got to be early Mike Grell. I got to look at the date on it. I know it's 70s, but well, it's got to be like 76 or 77, so it's not that early. 1970, 1976. Art, Mike Grell and Bob Wyshek. Story by Jim Shooter. So not just a cover by Mike Grell, but the interior art's Mike Grell also. Kind of cool. Sword of the Atom number 2. Newsstand. I think the one I have is Direct Market. I'm not sure. Justice League America number 52. This is actually a modern book. I'm not going to argue with them. I got enough neat stuff out of there not to argue. Action Comics 501. I'm pretty sure I have this, but the cover doesn't look familiar. And I might not have it in a newsstand. So there's a Tarzan 225. Joe Kubert art on that cover, of course. A lot of wrinkles in that bag. I knew Betty Boop was going into public domain. I didn't know Blondie was. That's very possible, Michael. I don't know. I don't remember. I know you sent me a Blondie. I don't know if that's the one or not. Probably was. Like I said, I knew that Betty Boop was going in public domain. I didn't know about Blondie. There's a Hercules Unbound number 6. Weird Worlds number 7. Superman Family number 193. And that was formerly titled Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. Supergirl number 20 from 1984, previously titled The Daring New Adventures of Supergirl, which I had a number 1 copy that I gave away to a little girl. I had it with me at the store, at the comic store that I went down to. And there was a little girl, and I said, "Do you like Supergirl?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Here you go. Have this comic." It's kind of cool. Made me feel good. It also had the first Masters of the Universe story in it. So that's kind of a double whammy there. Here's Tomahawk number 100. It's happy to get this. I'm always happy to get any Tomahawk comics. Superman number 225. And that's a thick board. That's like a 54-point board in there. Oh, well. Challengers of the Unknown number 50. This is not in too bad a shape. I put it maybe a fine. I don't know. I have to go through all of these and see what they look like on the inside. I'm spanking my hand because I didn't check the interior of the comics. This one is going to get some conservation. It has some tape. I'm going to I'm going to test out that Bestine, doing a Bestine bath, and then maybe use some Gellum gum on it, and we'll see how it turns out. This is Justice League of America, number 20, in a really rough shape, but we'll see if we can make it look a little bit better. Justice League of America, number 90. Here's one that I was happy to get. It's another one that's in really bad shape. I may have to disassemble another square-bound comic to fix this one up. This is Giant Batman Annual number 3. Not 80-page giant. It is an 80-page giant, but it's not an 80-page giant. It's the Giant Batman Annual number 3 in poor condition. World's Finest, number 232. Another hit of coffee. Superboy, number 39. Oh, not Superboy. New Adventures of Superboy, number 39. And the really thing that got me was I bought an action comic. I started reading it. And wait, this isn't Superman. This is Superboy. What the heck? Oh, well. Black Hawk, number 223. It's from about 1968 or 66. I forget when they had the checkerboard. I'm thinking 66. Could have been 68. It's 66. Superboy, starring the Legion of Superheroes, number 204. Action Comics, number 533. Rich Buckler and Dick Giordano artwork on the cover. Adventure Comics, number 487. And I do not have I did not have this. I do it now. This is 487. Dial H for Hero. And 488. Also Dial H for Hero. A little bit more rare because this is a direct market copy. Arak, Son of Thunder, number 50 from 1985. I did not have this one. I have some of the low issues of Arak. I don't have them all yet. Suicide Squad, number 1, or annual number 1 from 1988. Tarzan Family Giant, number 66. And previously, this was titled Korak, Son of Tarzan. Commandy, Last Boy on Earth, number 28. Jack Kirby, of course, artwork. Go ahead and pull these out. Here's a couple more Commandees. This is number 35. And 41. I should be getting pretty close to having all the Commandees. I'm not sure. And here's a Action Comics Weekly, number 601. This was the first Action Comics Weekly, the first team appearance of the second Secret Six, Death of Catman 2, and the Mockingbird's identity revealed. And of course, I've got several copies of that laying around somewhere. So that's, yeah, that's what I got in that crazy deal. I think with shipping and everything, I might have paid $70 for all of these. Probably not. That's a guess. Let me set them down behind me. Time to drink a little more coffee, and then we'll go to the G box. DC-G01. DC Comics G01. Now, it might have some other letters in there also, especially in the early parts of it. Like Future State Swamp Thing, number 1. And number 2. I pretty much got the first couple issues of the Future State. I wanted to get all of them, but then we had a massive, we had COVID happen and a massive freeze here. And that kind of cut my comic budget down to nothing for a while. Suicide Squad number 2. Again, Future State. Future State Teen Titans number 1. The Next Batman number 1. Future State, The Next Batman number 1. Wonder Woman 84 cover. The store owner actually saved this cover for me because he knew I liked Wonder Woman. The Next Batman number 2. The Next Batman number 3. Number 4. Yeah, I know. So I'm going to go to the store tomorrow. Oh, I've been going on Saturday, but I'm going to go tomorrow because I ain't driving on icy roads. And I don't know how cold it's going to get here. Saturday is supposed to get down into maybe into the 30s. Sunday, for my area, we're talking single digits. And I didn't move to Texas for the cold. I want you to know that right now. But I'll live with it. I'll deal with it. It's not a big deal. I'll put on more clothes. That's no big deal. Okay, we've got Future State Wonder Woman number 1. And the variant cover. And the Wonder Woman 84 cover. There's Future State Wonder Woman number 2. Future State Gotham City number 1. And I guess the rest of them are mixed in with the regular titles. I'll fix that eventually. Here's one I like a lot. This is from 1985. Ho Ho Holiday Special. Funny Stuff Stocking Stuffer. That's the name of the comic. I still have not watched that movie. I have it. I keep meaning to watch it. I just haven't. I haven't done it. All right. We're getting into the G's. And some of this is going to confuse you a little bit, but it shouldn't. Gangland #3. I never read this because that's the only one of the 6 I have. I think it was 6. It might have been more. And yeah, it's a Vertigo title, but it's DC Vertigo. The Geek #1. Again, DC Vertigo. And of course, Brother Power the Geek was a DC title previously. DC Comics Helix. This is Gemini Blood #5. I sold out of 1 through 4, so I didn't get to keep those. Bummer. Generations Shattered #1. Genlock #1. Now, here's what's going to get confusing for you because the next one up is Gen 13 #2. Now, it's an Image comic, so why would I have it in with the DC stuff? Well, it's part of Wildstorm. Wildstorm was bought, or actually, Jim Lee carried Wildstorm with him when he went to DC Comics. And now it's part of the DC universe. So, yeah. Wildstorm is part of the DC universe now. Here's #3. And that's why it's in with the DC Comics. I like Gen 13. I always liked this comic. It's one of my favorite Image comics. #4. I don't know why I can't find my #1. Maybe I don't have it. #5. #7. I have to make a list so I can finish this run. #8. #11. #13B. #17. 18. And as you can see, they're not all in bags and boards. #19. #20. #23. #24. #25. #25 in the original poly bag. #26. I thought we were going to get into some Green Lantern here, but I guess I was wrong. This is variant covers. It's not a new thing. #27. 28, 29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 38, and I believe this is where it went over to DC. Either number 37 or 38, they went to DC. Because that's when the Wildstorm logo happened up there. Number 39, 41, 42, 43, 44. I don't know, I had this many. 45. Oh, I skip a couple. 66. James, how many of these do I have? This box is almost all Gen 13. I was wondering where those were. 67. 69. Gen 13 Annual, number 1. Gen 13 The Max Special, number 1. Gen 13 Unreal World, number 1. Gen 13 Yearbook, number 1997. Number 1997. Number 1, 1997. Gen 13 All New 3D Special, number 1. Gen 13 Wired, number 1. Gen 13 Grunge Saves the World. It's a little trade paperback. Gen 13 Going West, number 1. Gen 13 European Vacation. Gen 13 Zero. I got a sticker on there I got to remove. You know what? We'll remove that on camera. Gen 13 Bootleg, number 6. Gen 13 Bootleg, number 13. Yeah, 13. Number 14. Number 15. Number 16. Right. Gen 13 Monkey Man and O'Brien, number 1. With a variant cover. Or 2. Yeah, I love the music to the first Wonder Woman too. That was pretty amazing. Gen 13 Ordinary Heroes #1, and a lower grade copy of #2. And from DC Vertigo, we have Ghost Dancing #3. It's another one that I only have one of the 6. And it's been in that bag for a very long time. Okay. Now that we're all thoroughly bored with Gen 13, we'll move on to something different. Something better. Ghosts #21. Number 32. This is kind of thin. It has a really bad spine roll. And it looks like it was pressed that way. Not by me. This is Ghost #39. It needs some work. Number 41. Number 57 and 58. Number 67. Number 73. I'm missing an awful lot of these. Number 85. Number 92, and somebody wrote in ink right across in huge letters, 30 cents. Number 101. I didn't realize this one went this long. Ghosts number 170. Or no, 107 with a Joe Kubert cover. And number 108 with a Joe Kubert cover. Number 109, Ernie Colon cover. Yeah, Ernie Colon cover. And same artist for number 110. Number 111, another Joe Kubert cover. And of course, you know, I have to have this in here. This is the Walmart exclusive Ghosts Giant #1. And that came out in 2019. There's a Giant Killer #1. And #2. Which Dan Brereton did the artwork on those. The Girl Who Would Be Death #1. And #2. Fortunately, I don't have the rest of them. Get out your flak jackets. Dig yourself a foxhole. It's time for a GI Combat, number 118. Number 129. A lot of my GI Combats are in low grade. Number 141, Joe Kubert, of course, did the artwork on most of these. Number 147, The Haunted Tank. Number 148, not just GI Combat, but big GI Combat. Number 149. Here's number 155. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I got to check this one. Number 182. Mark Jeweler. I knew it was Mark Jeweler because I saw the star stamp on the front. Anytime you see that star stamp, you can almost guarantee it's Mark Jeweler. Yep. Number 252. $277. First full-length mission, the new GI Combat, The Mercenaries, Soldiers of Fortune. Number 282 from March of 1986. Got a Vertigo here. Gifts of the Night. John Bolton and Paul Chadwick. John Bolton, of course, did the artwork. It's number 1. Number 3. And number 4. One day I'll get number 3. Then I can read them. I've only waited, 30 years. When did it come out? 1999. 26 years I've been waiting to read that. Girl Frenzy, Batman, Batgirl. Girl Frenzy, Birds of Prey, The Ravens. Girl Frenzy, JLA, Tomorrow Woman. The Mist. Superman, Lois Lane. Young Justice, The Secret. Here's another one that's in low grade. Pike cover. Girls Love Stories, number 178. This one is in amazing condition. Girls Romances, March, number 58. I believe this is from 1957 or 58. Take a look. It says National Romance Group. But if we look on the indicia, it'll say National Periodicals Publications. And I want to check the date anyway. $1959. Look how nice those pages are. a little tiny bit of tanning, little tiny bit of a smell. It probably could use a little, actually it needs a press and maybe a little bit of, maybe some buffered paper put in there. GI War Tales, #1 and #2. #3 and #4. Global Frequency, #2. #3. #4. #10. #11. #12. Out of the Pages of Kingdom Come. Gog, #1. Gotham Academy, #5. That's from 2015. And Gotham City Monsters, #2. Didn't get to Green Lantern. It must be in GO2 or GO3 or GO4s or GO2, 3, and 4. But that's it. Yeah, I like the Girl Frenzy stuff. I think I've got all of them. And I think I have some duplicates of some of them. If I do, I'll toss a few of them in your box. Put these away. And do you want me to continue with the G's next week? With box GO2? I'm sure we'll hit some Green Lantern in there somewhere. But once we hit Green Lantern, I have a lot of Green Lantern comics. I don't know how many Green Lantern comics I have. I just know I have a lot of them. Because he used to be one of my favorite characters. And the only reason I don't buy the new Green Lantern comics is like every other week they put out a new #1, and I got tired of it, so I quit buying them. And it's not really every week; it's every year. It seems like every year they do put out a new #1. I'm tired of new #1s. Let me hit the old system. I like that better. A lot of comic books I showed tonight. A lot of comics. I'm out of coffee. And I'm out of tea. So yeah, I'll look for some of those Girl Frenzy. I know I've got some duplicates. And the cover arts are good. And the stories aren't bad either. Some of the stories are really good. DC, in general, has always had really good stories. And most of the time, you can pick up a DC comic and read it and get a full story out of it, even when it's continued in another story, because it's a small segment. Now, in the 80s and 90s, they weren't doing that as much. Late 80s, early 90s, through, they stopped doing that. But for years and years and years, you could pick up a comic and read it, and okay, you got a full story, even though it's part of an ongoing longer story. Uh, it wasn't a big deal. And then later on, they kind of changed it. I've been up since about 3 a.m., so I'm a little tired. That's okay. Went by the thrift store today, looked around real quick, dropped off some empty bags. I don't have a place to recycle the little plastic grocery bags, so I take them to the thrift store, and they love me for it because it saves them money. So that's a good way to do that. I currently have in the press, probably going to come out tomorrow. I think it's been in for about 38 hours, so it should come out tomorrow. Hulk Annual #1, the King Size Special #1. Guy brought me that to press, but he'll probably pick it up before next week, so I won't have it to show. I don't know. It might be too cold for him. He might not come out here because of the cold. But he has some more comics to show me too. Some older ones. And he brought me some stuff. Let me go ahead and show you these. Some of these are really cool. Of course, as soon as I saw the first thing I'm going to show you, I had to buy them. Love and Rockets #3. The first print #3. If you've never read Love and Rockets, it's a really good series. #4. And #5. And then Top Comics Super Group #1, which this is a reprint of Super Group Whitman's Gold Key Super Group #7. This reprints that story. And Top Comics Uncle Scrooge #2. I forget which one this reprints. I don't think I have. I think I closed it without saving it. Yep, I closed it without saving it. So that's the way it goes. And Fear #2. I went ahead and grabbed that up. Conan #274. I didn't have this one, I'm pretty sure. I think I have a copy of this. Matter of fact, I'm 99.999% sure I have a copy of it. But this is a newsstand, so why not? Elvira's House of Mystery #1. Brian Boland cover. In the Stormwatch art portfolio by Scott Clark, Jim Lee, Trevor Scott. Don't know if I can get all of these out. There's not that many of them. There's like 4 of these. This is one of those items that you can sell the individual ones for more than what the set is worth, even though the set's numbered. Because people want one particular one, or they want to complete their set. This is number 3,165 of 5,000. And I'm going to experiment on this. See how yellowed it is? I'm going to put this on Gellum Gun and see if it'll bring that yellow out of it. Then we have the Arcadia's Collector's Pack for Comics Greatest World. And this is what's in there. You get this. And you get a print. And you get a shiny. So I like this. I think I'm going to keep my eyes open for the other 3 or 4 that I don't have. I really want the ghost one. Dave Dorman cover. Why wouldn't I want the ghost one? This is a Catalyst. Of course, to have that. And a gold foil Rebel. So those are really neat too. I didn't plan on showing these. I forgot that I had them. I just got them this past weekend. I forgot that I had them. Oh, well. That happens. Hey, did everybody watch my 5 questions that I posted this morning? And do you want me to continue doing those once in a while? Not every week. Not every video, obviously, but maybe once a month or every other month or so. Pick out 5 random questions from out of my brain and answer them. Or even questions that people have actually asked me. If you like that and you'd like to keep me doing them or have me keep doing them, let me know. You can always put it in the comments down below. I'm going to go ahead and log off. Maybe get a little bit of that stuff they call sleep. I've heard that it's good for you. Take care, everybody. Have yourself a great week. We'll see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. If I forget to put out the teaser, I'll still do the show. Even if I don't have a teaser out that schedules it, I will still do the show every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central. If I can't, I'll let you know in my Wednesday morning video that I won't be doing the show that night. So probably not going to happen unless I go somewhere. Go to the East Coast to see my family or the West Coast to see my family. My sisters are on the East Coast. My kids are on the West Coast. So, yeah. So everybody have yourself a great day and a great night and a great week. And we will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.